Alright, hello, I'm Jocelyn Chin, and today I'm giving you a presentation on the neuroscience of gratitude. So first of all, to make our presentation more meaningful, let's look at the definitions of these words. What is neuroscience? It's the study of the nervous system, of how the nervous system develops, its structure, and what it does. And what is gratitude? It's the appreciation and recognition that the sources of goodness are outside of ourselves. And why exactly is this important? Well, gaining better understanding of the neuroscience of gratitude can help us find and focus on different methods of using gratitude for health benefits, like better sleep, illness prevention, and exercise motivation, or just overall happiness. Now, we could scroll through this really long research study on neuroscience of gratitude because our assignment says your lecture should include an explanation of at least one research study. But I looked at this and I decided that, well, you guys probably don't want to have to sit through all of this. So let's instead go back to the presentation and look at the research of this guy. Who exactly is he? Well, he's Glenn Fox. He earned his PhD from the Neuroscience graduate program at USC, working with Antonio Damasio. Antonio's this pretty big potato in the neuroscientist world. Anyways, back to Fox. He said, "My research focuses on social cognition, effective neuroscience, and social influence. My dissertation in particular focuses on the cognitive and neural basis for gratitude." See a familiar word here? Gratitude! And his study specifically looked at how gratitude strengthens the mind-body connection. And to understand his study, we first must go through the scientific method, which is 1, observation and question, 2, hypothesis and prediction, and 3, testing. I kind of broke this method down into these 3 simple steps just so we can cover all of it in just 5 minutes. So the first one, for observation and question, he observed the relationship between mental and physical health. Then he understood that what happens in the brain when people feel gratitude could reveal more about the mind-body connection, and he asked, how can feeling positive emotion improve bodily functions? And more specifically, how can we induce positive emotion? And finally, can powerful stories of aid and sacrifice induce gratitude? His hypothesis is simply that yes, powerful stories of aid and sacrifice can induce gratitude. So he went about testing it through experimentation. First of all, he collected Holocaust survivor testimonies from the Shoah Foundation Institute for Visual History, and he transformed stories, along with a bunch of volunteers, into short second-person scenarios to share with participants. For example, they would ask, "You are on a wintertime death march and a fellow prisoner gives you a warm coat. How do you feel?" And then they would measure the participants' brain activity using functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI. And he said, quote, "We asked participants how much gratitude they felt, and we correlated their rating with their brain activity in that moment." Now let's look at their observations. They noticed that brains showed activity in the medial prefrontal cortex. That is the purple part you see in the image, right here. That part is associated with understanding other people's perspectives, empathy, and feelings of relief. It is also connected to systems in body and brain that regulate emotion and support stress relief. And Glenn Fox said, quote, "The regions associated with gratitude are part of the neural networks that light up when we socialize and experience pleasure." So basically, these are all the things that he gleaned from his study. And for his results, he had 3 main points. He also had explanations for them, but I don't think we have time to cover all of that. But basically, he said, gratitude can help relieve stress and pain, it can improve health over time, and it can help those with depression. And so now, let's look at the discussion questions. Since gratitude and socialization both light up the same area of our brain, we saw that they both light up the same area of our brain from his quote previously right here, back to here. What are some connections you can draw between these 2 aspects of human life? The 2 aspects are obviously gratitude and socialization. For question 2, kind of goes off of this, how can you incorporate those connections into your own life? For example, something I thought of was the rose, thorn, bud icebreaker, which I often do at different camps. You think of a rose, which is something good that happened that day, thorn, something bad that happened, and bud, something you're excited for that might come the next day. And obviously, rose, thorn, bud incorporates both gratitude through the rose and bud and socialization because you're connecting with other humans. anyways, here are my sources. Thank you for listening. Bye.